Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If scenario. Today's matchup features the Seattle Pilots versus the Kansas City Royals at Municipal Stadium. On the mound for the Pilots today is Bob Meyer, whose record is 2-1 with a 6.26 ERA. And pitching for the Royals today is Les Rohr, whose record is 2-3 with a 5.11 ERA. Okay, so we're back after the Thanksgiving break. I hope everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving yesterday and got a big, fat, full stomach full of pumpkin pie. I know I did. I slept like a baby last night, and I'm ready to get back to the game today. We are starting the month of May against the Royals. We have 1 day to complete the series, and then we have a day off afterwards. So after today's game, we'll go ahead and advance 1 day to get to the Oakland A's series, which will start tomorrow, right? So we also did do a end of the month standings and league leaders video. That was the day after the last game we just played. So if you haven't watched that, check it out. We tried to get through it quickly because of the Thanksgiving break. So, but there were some interesting things to learn there. So take a look at that video. In fact, I'll probably have it at the end of this video. You can find it right about here and check it out if you would like to. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with today's game against the Royals. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Make a little adjustment here to my headset. Okay, so we have Bob Meyer on the mound today. As I've said before, he's my favorite pitcher. I never know what we're going to get from him. I feel like he's a high strikeout, high walk kind of guy. He is on the mound. He's a left-hander. All of the bullpen is available today. Here's our lineup versus the left-hander, Les Rohr. We'll talk about him in greater depth momentarily. And we have Jerry McNertney getting the start today. We had Bo Cabela in there before, so we have McNertney today. Gordy Lund, we're going to give him a start. At shortstop, he hits lefties pretty well considering his overall poor batting average, so he will be our shortstop today. Let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for your Seattle Pilots. Batting leadoff in right field is Tommy Harper. Batting second in left field today is Danny Walton. Batting third at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting cleanup playing first base is Deron Johnson. Batting fifth and playing center field is Tommy Agee. Batting sixth and catching is Jerry McNertney. Batting seventh at shortstop is Gordy Lund. Batting eighth at second base is Fred Stanley. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Bob Meyer. Okay, let's take a look at Les Rohr. You'll see here he did pitch for 2 seasons for the New York Mets. In real life, in 1969, he was also part of the Miracle Mets team. He only pitched 1 game that year. And then the following year, they traded him to the Brewers, but because of injuries, they sent him right back to the Mets. And those injuries eventually curtailed his entire career. He was the number 2 draft pick by the Mets in 1965, which we already mentioned was the first year of the draft. So Rick Monday was the number 1 overall pick, and then next was Les Rohr. Rohr was born in England. His father was in the Air Force and had moved around a lot. They settled in Billings, Montana, and that's where he was drafted out of Billings. He was a September call-up, as you can see here, with these 3 starts in 1967. And then he made the team out of spring training in 68. There was really not any room for him on the roster, and he did suffer an injury as well. And he only pitched those 2 games with the 1 start, and then I mentioned in 1969 he had only 1 game with the Mets, and that was his entire career. So this is the only card ever made of Les Rohr, this card right here, that he shares with Yvonne Morel, who's, of course, in our minor league system. So, okay, as you can see here, he's got 7 starts this year, including today, 2-3 with a 5.11 ERA, 26K in 37 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .270 against him. He does have a complete game. His fastball tops out at 93 miles an hour with a ground ball percentage of exactly 50%. His fastball tops out at, is rated an 81, and he's got a curveball rated a 78. So both pitches pretty decent. Overall, he is rated a 78, but he peaks out at 85. So he's got some growth to go, at least in this sim. The 23-year-old lefty goes to arbitration at the end of the 71 season. Okay, let's take a look at the defense for the Royals. Wow, they got a couple different players in there today, I guess because we have a left-hander on the mound. So they have a guy named Rico in right field. They have Paul Schaal at third, Paul Schaal. And somebody named Adair at second base. I mean, other than Lou Pinella, I don't know any of these guys. I guess I know Ed Kirkpatrick. So. And a guy named Harrison at first. So this is a whole different defense. Strong at first base, and their shortstop, Severson, is still the weakness on the infield. So, okay, let's get today's game started. Here is Tommy Harper leading off against Les Rohr. He's having a tough series as he sends it into right center field. Plays made by the right fielder Rico. 1 down. Here is Danny Walton getting a spot start in left field instead of Hegan. He shoots it to right. That's going to get down for a hit. Off the wall for a double. Good hustle by Walton getting into second base. That is his first double of his career. Second extra base hit this season. So we have a runner in scoring position for Rich Rollins. Rollins batting .283. Still looking for his first home run. Base hit up the middle. Come on, Walton. Get around third. He scores! A little bit of a delay in the game right now. So there was a little added drama there as we waited to see what would happen and give Rollins an RBI. It's 1-0 Pilots. Here's Deron Johnson. Thanks to Don T for correcting me. I was calling him Deron, and it's actually Deron. Okay, runner on first. Here we go with Johnson. He's been kind of on fire lately. He hits a ground ball to second. That'll be 2. And that will end the inning. We do get a run on the board thanks to the Rollins base hit. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's get ourselves introduced to these Royals today. Batting leadoff in right field is Fred Rico. Batting second at third base is Paul Schaal. Batting third in left field is Lou Pinella. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Chuck Harrison. Batting fifth and catching is Ed Kirkpatrick. Batting sixth at second base is Jerry Adair. Batting seventh in center field is Joe Keough. And batting eighth, playing shortstop, is Rich Severson with the pitcher, Les Rohr in the ninth spot. Bob Meyer making his 6th start for the Pilots, 2-1 with a 6.26 ERA, 21 Ks in 23 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .304 against him. He's got that 97-mile-an-hour fastball we love, rated a 95. He's only got one good pitch. The curveball is terrible, rated an 81. The 29-year-old lefty goes to arbitration at the end of the 1970 season. Okay, let's take a look at our defense against these Kansas City Royals. Danny Walton, not great defensively in left field. We have Fred Stanley at second base, and of course Harper out there in right. All 3 of them are below league average. So our defense is not so strong today, but we've got the early lead. And Fred Rico leading off against Bob Meyer. Rico popping it up onto the lip of the outfield grass behind second base. There's one down as Stanley makes the catch. Here's Paul Schaal. How could his parents do that to him? Paul Schaal. Batting .050. He flips it to right field where Harper makes the catch. Two down. That will bring up Lou Pinella. And you know what? I forgot to mention in the last game, Lou Pinella was the Rookie of the Year in 1969. That's why he's got this gold cup here on his Royals card. I mean, this is a designation by Topps where one player in each position gets the gold cup. And Lou Pinella got it in left field in 1970, but that's because he won the Rookie of the Year. So I thought I would mention that here as Lou, with a 1-0 count, flips it to right, just like Danny Walton did, off the wall, and he's got himself a double. Pinella, that's his 8th double already. Wow. So Pinella in scoring position for Chuck Harrison. First time we've seen him this series. He's batting .367. 1-2 count. Sending it to center field. That's a rainbow. Easy can of corn for our center fielder, Agee. We go to the top of the second. And Agee leading off. Struggling still right at the 2:30 mark. He did get his first home run in game number 1 of the series. And he walks here. I have no confidence in stealing against Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, he's got a 73 arm, and we were 1 for 5 against him, which caused me to lose my mind in the 9th inning. I said some naughty words. I have no regrets. We have a runner on first. We're just not going to waste base runners. Let's let Jerry McNertney swing away. He had the day off yesterday, so he's rested. Ground ball to second. That's a tailor-made double play. Oh, the other can get the lead runner. McNertney beats it out, so I guess we should be grateful. There's only 1 out. Do we let Gordy Lund bat? Or do we sacrifice here? I guess we're going to let him take a cut. I mean, no, you know what we're going to do? Oh, he's batting .318 versus lefties. I guess we got to let him hit here. We can't look at his overall number. We have to look at the average versus lefties. I'm an idiot. I should have sacrificed bunted. Damn it. Oh, this sucks. All right, so runner on first. Here is Fred Stanley. Batting .243. And a comebacker to Rohr. Oh, an error by Rohr, allowing everybody to be safe. Stanley on first. McNertney on second, and our pitcher, Bob Meyer, looking for his first hit of the season. He's 0 for 7, 1-1 count, and he skies it near home plate. Who's going to catch it? It will be the third baseman. Who's the third baseman? Paul Schaal, of course. So another wasted opportunity. We go to the bottom of the second. Ed Kirkpatrick leading off. Here's the catcher. 0-2 count. Striking out, Meyer getting his first K of the game. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Jerry Adair. .265 hitter, no home runs. Ground ball to Lund. There's out number 2. And I guess they only have Keough available to play center field because the left-hander getting the start today versus the lefty. 0-1 count. A ground ball to second. Stanley makes the play. So a nice 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the third. And we have our leadoff guy, Tommy Harper. At the plate, he hits a ground ball right back to Rohr. Why are we not able to get anything going against these sketchy pitchers? I don't know. Is it the stadium? I'm not sure what it is. Okay, so Rohr walks Walton. This is a hit-and-run situation. Runner on first, less than 2 outs, and we have a good contact hitter. Although, remember, Rich Rollins missed 2 hit-and-run situations, and Mike Keough got thrown out twice yesterday because of that. So maybe this is just not our day, or not a good option for us in this ball game. There's a ground ball to second and another error. Come on, this is so annoying. So Adair makes a 2-base error, throw it away. Rollins is on second, Walton on first, and our big boy's up. Deron Johnson, come on, let's get a big hit here. 0-2 count, and a base hit to left. Will that score 2? Do we want to send Rollins home? We do, why not? 90% chance, but who knows? Oh, he's safe, we'll take it. So the error directly leads to a 2-run RBI from Deron Johnson. He's coming around. What's he batting now for us? Let's take a look. He's 5 for 14, batting .357. So good job by Johnson. He's on first now for Tommy Agee. We're going to let him take a cut here. And a comeback. That's a third ground ball back to the pitcher. He made an error on one of them. Now we have 2 down with Agee on first. This is a situation that we should send him. 73%. Why is it so... Oh, a left-hander. It's a left-hander on the mound. It's still worth the risk. With 2 down, we're up 3. This is something that managers would do in real life. He's thrown out. How is Kirkpatrick so good? We are 1 for 5 against him now. 37% caught stealing, which doesn't seem that good. But he's got a negative defensive WAR, negative range. I don't get it, man. We go to the bottom of the third inning. It is 3-0, and Rich Severson leading off. Number 8 hitter batting .237, popping it up on the infield. Johnson's calling for it. There's 1 down. Now we'll bring up Rohr. He is hitless on the season. Lefty on lefty. Ground ball to Johnson at first. Out number 2. And we're back to Fred. Rico Suave. Full count. And a base hit past Johnson. All 3 have gone toward first base so far this inning. Now, will Rico be going against McNertney? I would send him, but then I am an idiot. Let's see here. Paul Schaal. 1-2 count. No, he wasn't going on that. As Schaal pops it up to Lund. He makes the play. We're going to the 4th inning. McNertney. He was at the plate when Agee was gunned down. Slow roller to third. There's 1 out. After McNertney's hot start, he has gone cold. Look at his log. I'll tell you all you need to know. He's got, it says he's batting .254 in the last 20 games. And he's basically getting a hit every other game. So I guess he's not horrible. Gordy Lund with 1 out. Hits a line drive to right. There's out number 2. And Fred Stanley flips it to right as well. Is that going to fall in? It will be caught. We're going to the bottom of the 4th inning with Sweet Lou Pinella leading off. I don't feel right calling him Sweet Lou. Lou Whitaker is Sweet Lou to me. But that was his nickname as well. All right. There's a base hit. Maybe more than a hit. Yeah, it's a double for Lou, number 9. So Pinella is 2 for 2 and 2 doubles today. In scoring position now for Chuck Harrison. There's a strikeout. See, that's why I like having these strikeout pitchers, the ones with high fastball velocity, because they can occasionally get out of these situations. Ed Kirkpatrick, he's hitting .357 as a lefty versus lefties. That's pretty darn good. Flips it to left. There's a base hit. Will Pinella score? Sure he will. Oh, he holds it third. Well, I think that's a mistake. We definitely have a double play possibility here now. with Adair. We're going to pull our third baseman in, just in case. That would prevent the run from scoring. Otherwise, we'll play the rest of the defense back. Here we go. Oh, that's a sac fly to center. Pinella will score easily. Will Kirkpatrick tag? Of course, because it's 418 feet. And why wouldn't the catcher tag and take second base? All right. So it's 3-1. No shutout today. Here's lefty on lefty situation once again. Fly ball to left. Walton makes the grab here. We go to the fifth inning as the Royals finally get on the board. Bob Meyer leading off. He's got a 2-run lead. Maybe he can help his own cause. He strikes out. Second K for Rohr. Here's Tommy Harper, a base hit into center field. There we go. Oh, do we want to go for 2? We do, but this is like, he's got a 62 arm, so they're just basically begging us to go to throw him out. Oh, he gets the double. Nicely done. That is Harper's third double on the season, 7th extra base hit. Runner in scoring position with 1 out. Let's try to get that run back. Here's Danny Walton. He's got a walk and a double today, and a base hit to left. That'll score Harper. Do we want to go for 2 again? We do not. Good job. Well, Walton getting a spot start today. He's got a couple base hits. Runner on first. We'll definitely hit and run again. Rollins, 1 for 2 today. Ground ball to second. Almost got through. Only play was to first. Nicely done by Jerry Adair. He's already made 1 error today. That'll get Walton over. And Johnson, who's got 2 RBI, gets another one. He shoots it down the right field line. Up against the wall. Opportunity for a triple. We're going to send him. He is safe at third. So we're getting thrown out on stolen bases, but we've been successful on every opportunity to advance. That is Deron Johnson's first extra base hit as a Pilot. He's got 1 home run from the Phillies. It's 5-1. Rohr still in there. Let's see if we can't get Deron Johnson in. Striking out. So Agee goes down swinging. No surprise. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We're up 4 runs. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I would like to get Meyer through this inning unscathed, and then we'll play it inning by inning after that. A base hit for Severson. So the leadoff man is on. They are going to let Rohr bat. So we're going to bring the corners in. Severson has average speed at 80. And he strikes him out. So Rohr could not get a bunt down. Severson remains on first. You have to believe he's going to be going here. With Rico up. They're down 4, though. They kind of need a rally. That's not going to get it done as Meyer jams Rico inside. He pops it up to Lund for out number 2. I'll leave it up to Paul Schaal to get something done here. Ground ball to third. Goes to short route to second base. And the force is out number 3. We go to the top of the 6th inning with Jerry McNertney leading off. He's 0 for 2. 0-1 count to McNertney and a base hit to center. Oh, it's going to be caught. Oh, I thought that was going to drop in. Oh, man. McNertney cannot buy a hit. That should have been a base hit there. Instead, it's just a long out. Gordy Lund, he gets it done. There's a base hit to left. Now, do we want to go for 2 with Lund? We have a 4-run lead, and Gordy needs a highlight. We're going to do it. It's 60% chance. We've been 3 for 3 today, and he's out at second. And our luck runs out. Good try by Gordy. We got a little greedy. Oh, and then Stanley lines out to center. That looked like another one of those hits that drop in. So a bummer. We ran ourselves out of an opportunity there. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Okay, so here's Lou Pinella leading off. He is 2 for 2 today, 2 doubles. And he gets another base hit. So he has Bob Meyer's number. We cannot fool that guy. Let's hope we didn't change the momentum here, though. Chuck Harrison, runner on first. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And a base hit to center. All right, how far do we go with this? I guess we have to trust him to try to get Kirkpatrick out. He does have a hit against him, but it's lefty on lefty. And he is the catcher running. Not very good speed on the base path, so potential double play here. Oh, he strikes him out. Nicely done. 4 Ks for Meyer, no walks. Have I jinxed him with that? I don't know. We're going to see here. Here's Jerry Adair, then 1 down. 1st and 2nd inning. Ground ball might get us out of the inning. A blooper into left center field. Is it going to fall in? Oh, it does. Come on. Pinella scores. It's 5-2. I think I can see Meyer pitching through the rest of this lineup if necessary before we take him out. But really, one swing of the bat could tie it here. And the Royals have out-hit us. So notice, no walks, and yet 8 hits, right? So this is my theory with this game, where the whip still, if he had only given up 1 hit, he'd have like 6 walks. That's just how it would be. Especially with these mediocre pitchers. You're not really sure. One way or another, they'll find a way to give up the runs. Okay, we're not going to pull the infield in here. We're going to play double play depth for Joe Keough. 2-2 count. And he strikes him out. Now, we could walk Severson to get to Rohr, but they were just pitch hit anyway, right? So it's almost better, it is definitely better, to pitch to Severson, come what may. If he gets on base, then they'll pinch hit, and we know where to go with our next pitcher. So, all right, here we go. 1st and 3rd, everyone playing normal depth. Severson up, he's 1 for 2 today. A base hit. Oh, wait, did he get it? Stanley makes the play. That ball was shot out of there, and then it died in the long grass here at Municipal Stadium. That works out perfectly. He only gives up a run, and we can pinch hit for him here. Yeah. Okay, so Bob Meyer coming out of the game. Les Rohr is a lefty. We're going to let Wayne Comer pinch hit. His average down to 197. He started off as our everyday center fielder, couldn't get it done. He walks here, though. That is something he does well. He's got a .338 on-base percentage because he does walk a lot. Okay, Tommy Harper up. We're going to let Harper take a cut. He's 1 for 3. And a base hit past the first baseman down the right field line. Comer standing up at third base. It's 1st and 3rd. Nobody out for Danny Walton, who's 2 for 2 with a walk. A base hit here might put the game out of reach. Oh, he wants nothing to do with him. He walks him. 4th walk by Rohr. The bases are loaded, and they're keeping him in the ball game. It's Rich Rollins up. He's 1 for 3 today. Here we go. 0-1 count. And a ground ball to short. Infield single. That was really hard to tell if that was a standard ground ball or an infield single style ground ball. So the bases are loaded. RBI for Rollins, and our big man's up. This is a spot to solidify his legend in Seattle history here. One swing of the bat could be a grand slam, and he walks. Get Rohr out of there, for crying out loud. Another run. It's 7-2. And nobody out. They're keeping him in the game. He is at 93 pitches, but you got to have a whole bullpen ready to go, man. Agee, ground ball to second. And that'll score a run. Oh, no, wait. They went home with that? Wait, why would he go home? The infield wasn't even in. Why wouldn't he go for 2? That doesn't make any sense. That would never have happened in real life. Especially down 5. You want to get 2 outs. Whatever. Okay, here's the catcher. McNertney having a rough go of it today. He pops it up. Oh, number 2. And Gordo. El Gordita. Fly ball to right. So they went. The game chose to go home to not give up any runs, and therefore the next 2 batters were, automatically out. So, there was no randomness to that at all. We are going to bring in a new pitcher. It's going to be Skip Lockwood. This is his first appearance as a pilot. As you can see, his 1970 card here. And he's pitched really well in the minor leagues. And he played in the majors well into the early to mid-'80s. I think 83 was his last year that I saw. So he pitched a long time in the majors. I mostly remember him as a Boston Red Sox pitcher, but he moved around. All right, here we go. He's going to face George Spriggs, who's pitch hitting for Les Rohr. And there's our first walk. So welcome to the majors, Skip Lockwood. Leadoff man is on. He's got tremendous speed. A ground ball to first. Can we turn 2 with that guy? No, we can get the lead runner. Oh, we had a 97 and a 94 on the base path. That's damn near impossible with our crappy defense. Runner on first and another walk. Come on. This is so stupid. First and second. Sweet Lou's up. Let's pull up the in-game stats. There we go. So Lou, 3 for 3 today. Ground ball to first. That's more like a double play. It is. There we go. Good job by Lockwood getting out of the self-made jam. We go to the top of the 8th inning. They're bringing in Orlando Pena. Pitched for the Indians in 67. Pitched nowhere in 68. And I believe, actually, he was out of baseball. So I don't know how he's on this Royals team. Did they trade for him? No. I don't know. He was actually done pitching by 1969, I believe. But you can see here, this is his 10th appearance. No record, 150 ERA, 5 Ks in 12 innings pitched. He's been beat around pretty good. 340 opponent's batting average fastball, tops out at 89 miles an hour. His changeup is his out pitch, rated a 79. Overall, a 74. The 35-year-old righty is a free agent at the end of the year. Okay, here's Fred Stanley leading off. Stanley, 2-2 count. Ground ball to short. Severson throws him out. Out number 1. We're not going to let Lockwood bat. We'll let Don Bosch take a cut. Still looking for his first hit as a pilot. Switch hitter at the plate against the righty. And there's his first base hit. Good job by Bosch. That's the 10th hit by the Pilots today. He's got pretty good speed, but we're up 5 runs in the 8th. You don't run. unwritten rule. Ground ball to second. We probably should have sent him. Oh, there we go. He's safe at second base thanks to that speed. 2 down for Danny Walton. Walton having a game today. Ground ball to third. And there's out number 3. Okay, so we're going to bring in a new pitcher. Got a couple righties coming up. I guess it's Jack Aker, as we like to call him, because he is a pain in the ass. He's our worst pitcher, making his 13th appearance, 0-1, with a 7.15 ERA. You see the rest of it here. When we looked at the league leaders yesterday, we saw that there weren't any Pilots relievers in the top 10 for games pitched, which is really unusual for me as a manager. But we've been spreading it out a little bit, and we've also been pitching multiple innings in relief, which I think is maybe the better way to go. In 1969 with a terrible starting rotation. Harrison gets a base hit. That's his second hit today. Never go quietly. Here's Ed Kirkpatrick. And it's a walk. This is unbelievable. Acker gets the first 2 guys on base for Jerry Adair. Adair's got both of the RBI today for the Royals. Ground ball to third. Let's go around the horn. Oh, good error. God dang it. Bases are loaded for Joe Keough. There's no speed on the base path. I mean, you got to play regular depth, try to get 2. We'll give up a run. Of course, a grand slam here will make it very interesting. Keough 0 for 3 today, struck out once. And a fly ball to right, and it's a out. Yes, okay. Runner tags and scores. It's 7-3. Let's get a ground ball here and get out of this. Rich Severson up. He pops it up. In foul ground on the first base side. There's out number 2. And a pinch hitter. They're bringing in Hawk Taylor. There's old Hawk for you. I wonder what his real name is. I actually don't know. He's 7 for 22 this year, batting .318. So pretty solid start for him as a pinch hitter. Here we go. And he strikes out. So we give up another run. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Hey, Mo! They're bringing in Mo Drabowski. We've seen him every game of the series, and in fact, he was leading in games pitched. This is number 21 for him. And how has he done? Check his log. That's how you know. Yeah. Gave up 2 runs in the first game, and he's scoreless game yesterday. Rich Rahl leading off. 2 for 4, 2 ribbies. Ground ball to third. And an error. 4 errors in today's game. I hope all the errors are being front-loaded to the season, because this is a crazy pace for these teams to be on. Here's Deron Johnson. He's got 4. Deron Johnson. He's got 4 RBI. Popping it up for out number 1. That will bring up Tommy Agee. He's hitless today. 1-2 count. He's striking out again. Agee is now struck out 17 times in 20 games. Not great. And McNertney letting us down, striking out again. Okay, so we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. I feel like we leave Jack Acker in there to go another inning here. We'll bring in a defensive replacement in right field to help out our D. We really don't have anybody to go out there. That would have been Danny Walton's job. or Comers. So I guess we leave him in there. Okay, that's the way it goes. Here we go. Rico popping it up to first. 1 down, 2 outs to go. Here's Paul Schaal. Y'all. Comebacker to first. Out number 2. Maybe Jack Acker gets a little bit better as the game goes on. That'll leave it up to Sweet Lou to keep the game going. He's 3 for 4. He's got a couple doubles today. Oh, he gets hit in the knee. It never is easy. It's never as easy as 1, 2, 3 anyway. Here's Chucky Harrison. And he strikes out to end the ball game. Pilots win 7-3. Handshakes, butt snaps, lap mistakes. All right. Let's see. Are there any trade offers? They're thinking about it. Yes, there's a trade offered. Well, the Expos want Mudcat back for a guy named Kevin Collins. I don't know who that is. Let's take a look. A single A third baseman who had 154 at-bats. Can't play defense, and he can't really hit. So that's a no. Plus, we like Mudcat. All right, let's advance a day, because since there is a day off, everybody's rested. And there we go. Okay, so let's take a look at the standings. We are 16-12, 3 games back. Baltimore's got a 1.5 game lead, and they've won 6 in a row. That is pretty amazing. Let's look at the National League. St. Louis and Pittsburgh is tied, and San Francisco a 3-game lead over the Redlegs. Let's take a look at the headline news, Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Baltimore adds the lead over the Yankees. We know that. Let's see here. There's Al Severson. What's the story with him? California's offense got a little help from Johnny Warhas. This is all about California. Davey Johnson got 3 hits. He had a home run. Jim Fragosi went 3 for 4. And that's it for 2 days? Nothing else? We never talk about our own team doing anything. Okay, let's take a look at transactions. Anything new today? Just one thing. Bobby Wine, shortstop for Montreal, is going to miss 2 weeks. He is their starting shortstop. Fractured his wrist. He's batting .247. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Player of the game, it's Deron Johnson. He had 4 ribbies. He had the triple. Great job by him today. He had a triple, didn't score a run, though. Pitcher of record is Bob Meyer. He goes to 3-1. He had no walks and 5 Ks. That is awesome. He did give up a couple runs. It only drops his ERA to 5.59. Skip Lockwood walked a couple in his debut. And Jack Acker finished off the ball game. Les Rohr takes a loss. He falls to 2-4. Okay, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow. Start a 3-game series at home versus the Athletics. Until then, everyone, have a great day.